Hey, it's Mark Baskin from Remax Real Estate Center. I've had a lot of family and friends asking about the market recently, so I've got some numbers here that'll help you guys just so you know what's going on, right? These are the numbers from March. We've got a little bit more access to them than most people might, so I figure I'd just let people know, and that way this isn't like fluff on the internet, this is the truth, right? So, year over year, the amount of sales in March were up for the first 2 weeks 49%, so that's quite a bit, and then 15.9% for the second 2 weeks. My idea on why that happened was that at the start of the month, the people had sold in January, February. They didn't have a place to move to yet. They saw what's going on with other countries, starting to lock down and stuff. So they're like, okay, we got to get serious now and buy a place. So I think a lot of that happened in the first 2 weeks of March. So new listings in March were down 18.4%. It's not like there's as many people looking for houses right now, but there's probably still a little bit of lack of inventory. So the people that are out there looking, there's just a little bit less houses to choose from. And you got to counterpoint that with there's probably less people out looking. So you might have a bit more time to look at a house and figure out, you know, what what to do. Like you can still look at this stuff virtually. There's ways of doing it, and we're trying to provide as much safety as possible. Um, so you have a bit more time to pick if you want, and if you're comfy going out to actually look at a place. That being said, like you can still look on the online tours. The stuff they're doing these days is amazing, right? Um, Sales prices, basically year over year, from say last year March to this year March, they're up like 14.5% for the first 2 weeks, which is a ton. And then at the end of the month, they were up 10% from last year, actually 10.5%. So, it's still up. Um, there's still some multiple offers happening. I'm finding people are pricing their houses a bit more aggressively because they don't want it to be sitting there for a couple weeks. They want to just get it done, right? If they have to sell. Um, so they're being a bit more aggressive with price, but maybe getting a couple offers or getting very close to listing price, right? Um, yeah, like last year, if you look at the prices, like for this year, sorry, you're looking at January, it was up a little bit, and then February, there was a little bit of a supply problem, so it bounced up pretty good, and then March, it just came back a little bit, but still more than last year at this time, and still more than February, so or still more than January. I mean, right? So you can still see it's went off a little bit, but only by like a month, right? And you see throughout the year these kinds of up and downs, anyways, right? So nothing's really seemed to happen with the price yet, right? Um, like I was saying there, if you think this might help somebody out, feel free to pass it along. And I'm just finding like right now it's important time to go and try and stay busy. So like I'm taking on cleaning up my garage and maybe just fixing it up a little bit so it looks a little bit nicer. So if I got a little extra time, I'm not sitting there browsing Twitter and seeing what's happening in the world. I'm just putting it to good use. But anyways, if there's any way that I could help you guys out, just give me a call, 905-867-3280, or feel free to reach out to me anytime, and best of luck. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.